Welcome to my series of Heist reviews leading up to Widows this week. Today I'm going to be talking about Heat. Heat is a great movie. I love this movie so much. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to talk about why. Now, I'm going to get one thing out of the way really quick that is a big plus about this movie. The action scenes. Even though there's not a lot of them, they're so realistic. They're so well filmed. So well helmed. The choreographing is amazing. And everything just looks so great. The cinematography, everything. The shootouts feel real. The gunshots, they sound echoey and they sound so realistic. And there's one shootout which I heard is based off of a real shootout. And wow, it is so good. Please go check out this movie as soon as, you know what, just pause the review right now. Watch the movie, come back in 3 hours and be like, my mind is blown. And this movie is how many times am I going to say this movie? Heat is, it's not really an action movie. It has a good amount of action scenes, and it's 3 hours. It's more of a crime drama heist, and at times my friends thought it was boring, but I thought it was really entertaining, and the story is so great, and it could drag at times. But it's not really a problem where I would take away from the movie because everything adds up in the end. And it's worth all of, the dialogue and everything, which there's no useless dialogue in this movie. Sure, there's those scenes in the offices and everything, but they all lead to the plot, and nothing comes off of the plot, and you know what I mean. It's it's a focused story. And my favorite thing about this movie is the relationship between the villain and the main character. You need a villain where basically it could get on the character's good side and bad side. They feel for each other. You could relate with them while they're doing this. And whatever happens to the villain or whatever happens to the main character, you feel for them, and you're excited to see what happens. And in this movie, nothing's really that predictable. Everything is you don't know who's going to come out of this one alive. And that's one of my favorite things about this movie. And another thing is, all these characters seem to have problems. None of them have a perfect life, and that's what makes a character interesting. And the way they talk, everything about this. Everything about the characters is unique. And basically, yeah, there's no scenes where oh, I have a daughter at home, and if I don't come out of this one, then she's gonna have to grow up without me. And we've seen that a bunch of times in other movies, but it's not really like that. And I don't really want to go into that because I don't want to get into spoiler territory. But when you see this movie, if you haven't already seen it, you'll know what I mean. And one more thing I want to talk about, the score. The score in this movie is awesome. It's really, really good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Heat doesn't really have many problems that I could think of. I think it's a heist masterpiece in my opinion. And yeah, that's all I have to say about Heat. Heat is a great movie. I had a ton of fun with it when I watched it, and I'll give it an A+. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll try to get a review for The Town and Den of Thieves out before Widows this week. Yeah. And yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.